one's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Lacy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On the run, it's Etienne. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air, it's Beck. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third down, going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Second and goal coming up. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Back to throw. It's Beck. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll let one go down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, LSU 17, Georgia 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He lets one fly deep. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 91 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. Man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. He's going to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He'll try to do it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 21, LSU 17.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And 3rd and 1, we're bringing in all the beef, right? We're bringing more guys to the line of scrimmage, more guys near the ball, thinking run, run, run. How about this? They try to be coy, slip the pass in there. Defense says, no, no, no. They were ready for it. Get the big sack. Get the lost yards play.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play with...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dances away from the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Dances away to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why that receiver was being mauled by the defender. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking to scramble. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. They're going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And he's gonna wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter.
Michigan 7, Georgia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air. It's back. Right down the middle. It's complete.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the right side. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Loveland. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer wins.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Beck. Using the quick game. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Throwing right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. At the 15, he's loose. He's off to the races. He's on the 40, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they score with a lightning strike, the end-to-end run from their own 1 all the way 99 yards for the score. Coming out with it, it's Etienne. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Pressure coming. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a...
turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Looking for space. It's Etienne. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Beck. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he was...
Touchdown, Dogs! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in there because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to pass, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback will audible. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Lovett. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Back to the air one more time. This one's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about and how is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On the move, it's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And they're able to get him down. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Let's go! From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistake.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pocket starts to collapse. The short hands, it's Edwards. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route. Hell,
he's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw. It's Orji. The sweet feet buy a little time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
and this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the ground, it's Etienne. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.